Well, hello, ladies and gentlemen. We are live, and we are about to join our session. Usually I do this race earlier this day when I had lunch with family. That, of course, takes priority over the Indycar series. But I'm ready to reattempt. At some point, I need to get my audio levels fixed. I'm kind of half doing this, half watching the NASCAR race until my session starts. Going to be running some practice. Hope everybody likes my my nice background screen. Better than black nothingness. Actually, there's some things I'm gonna change in this. I'll do it later. I'm going to join a session. I'm going to just rev my engine in the pits, get an audio check, and it'll be good to go. Just realized my audio is going through my monitor. That's not good. Fix that real quick. Yeah, that's good. Speakers. Main volume 13. Last time I did this, I kind of blew my ears out with the volume that I was set to. Try to not do that again. What track is this? Road America. Alright. I'm in neutral. Hello, 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 hello. This might seem weird, but there's a purpose for it. Just trying to make sure that the levels are good right now. Alright, that should be better. It's a little louder on the mic, a little quieter on the game audio. Just test one more time. Alright, we are here, we are alive, and we're kicking at Road America. Which is good. We're better than dead and punching at Road America. That is the deal. My phone audio is still going off. Not good. Here's the deal. Here's basically just a rundown of everything that's happened in my last two races. The Indy 375, not the Indy 500. The Indy 500 is a special event that is separate from the series. But the series is equivalent to that race. I finished very disappointed and not first, not nowhere near top 10. Had also a terrible weekend at Detroit, so I'm on the comeback right now. Obviously, I'm probably not going to win the championship. That's a goal for the big boys. But I'm looking to beat the people in my category. In order to do that, I need good results, because people in my category are very strong drivers. Division 2, Texas. Guess just partly doing it to experience the championship. Something horrible happens, like I get sent to the wall and cannot continue, I will stop early or maybe do some week 13 stuff. Alright, I'm hoping to go to the end here. Make some adjustments. My tires warm up. Very understeery right now. I have a little whiteboard by my desk that shows me wind directions. Sometimes I forget them. It's very windy here. I haven't actually been feeling too good. I was laying down watching the NASCAR race. I got up and I ate and then I just started feeling terrible. Hopefully that's not a... Hopefully it's just like a fluke from me laying in bed forever. There's been a huge wreck in the NASCAR race. Sorry, I'm a little distracted right now. Giving myself plenty of things to do. I'm gonna take my headphones off real quick. Anybody that's following NASCAR, a huge accident just happened. A lot of potential contenders just completely race ruined there. Small interruption, but we're gonna continue pre-race practice. I'm gonna have a break before the race starts, and that's gonna be it for the pre-race. Qualify at 9:03. Strongest car all day. The second strongest car all day. Ty Gibbs got in an accident. Spoilers. But nobody's probably watching anyway. guy's way down on speed. He needs to get out of my way. I'm driving a straight line, more importantly.
Left side. Clear.
This is a true racer's track. Definitely going to be a lot of that action in the race. It's pretty late. Usually I'm about ready to go to bed by the time this race ends. I don't know if I'm going to practice qualifying. I will maybe take a break at some point. Do some pre-race weight reduction. You know. Classic NASCAR ads. Glad I watch NASCAR. Doing something to watch on the weekends. Well, not the weekends. Something to watch on Saturday.
Go right.
I'm not gonna talk in the corners. Not a good idea. Just kind of driving around. I have a provisional strategy planned out here. I'm gonna run really hard at the beginning on alternates until I'm ready to come in. And then I'm gonna run really long on a pair primaries on like the very bottom engine map. I'm gonna push pretty hard at the end. Figured if I start on alternates, I'll have options on when to stop. Like if I'm not making up any more ground, I'll just chuck some primaries on with like 10 laps deep. Who's all in here? I don't recognize any of these people. Usually the people I recognize have already done their race by now. Things are pretty exhausting. We ain't got no power steering. Not like NIS where it's half race distance. You're going all the way to the end here. I hate that turn. The wind doesn't want you to turn in. Westerly wins. Hope everybody's doing it. Having a good Saturday. Where I am, it's a little late for some super competitive racing. Usually I'm doing like pickup cup and stuff right now. You know, things with no consequence. But I had a scheduling conflict with the race. I normally do, and I didn't have time to do an earlier one. So we're doing this. It's a long lap. I've done a full race distance practice once. Kind of waiting for the break, honestly. Well, actually, I'm waiting to shift my attention to the Watkins Glen 6 Hour, which is next weekend. They're streaming that with my teammates. I'll be running with my brother and a friend. And that new Mustang. Actually, the first time I would have done a race like that in the lowest class. think I've only done like 1 or 2 IMSA races in GT3, that's it. And I was wrecked out of one of them. So I'm looking forward to that. Let's see, I don't know, they'll be live here. Actually, speaking of going live, I definitely didn't announce that I was doing this.
You got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Somebody wrecked. At the kink. Must have just touched the grass. Or did that. I'm gonna stop the side of the road real quick. I'm gonna make my going live announcement real quick. Because I forgot to do that. Stupid. Oh, ain't that the dumbest thing I've done all day? Listen to them cars go by. They're so loud. They're like... Feel me? You feel me? Perfect. That's been set up. Now it's time to use my secret weapon that I've prepared specifically for this situation. That's right, Microsoft Paint. How big can I make the words in MS Paint? Nope, not big enough. Come on. 144, perfect. Big enough for anybody to read, even the legally blind, not chemically blind. Sounds like a cheesy song. Alright, be right back, as evident by the nice lovely MS Paint drawing. Guess who's back? It's me. Aren't you happy? So happy to see me again. Hear my voice. Watch my amazing driving. I bet. We are not. Be right back. In fact, we are so back right now. We're going to go back to the normal feed. And we are going to continue practicing. Actually, we're going to practice qualifying. Because qualifying is important. Qualifying is usually important. And it still is. I think 4 gallons is enough to complete 4.5 gallons. Let's do that. Or 4.3, whatever the next step is. Map 2, alternate tire. Join group 3. Actually, group 3 might not be the best place to be. Check. Wing angle. Yep, that's 0.00. Just realized my monitor's way higher than it usually is. Probably not a big deal, though. I've kind of been struggling to read the shift lights on the steering wheel recently. Probably gonna throw me off a little. These tires feel so good whenever they're cold. Like, they obviously don't feel as good as whenever they're warm, but like, it's not a night and day unbearable driving experience. Make sure we don't lock up here. Got my chat open on my phone. I'm too poor for 2 monitors. Check wind direction west. That means everything's gonna suck a lot. Corners that suck are gonna suck even more, and the corners that don't aren't even gonna be remotely affected. I don't think I've seen east winds. Yeah, the very bottom there, 2 p.m. east winds. That's all I've seen. Yeah, I need to make sure the fuel can actually make it in the end here. Get the car all fired up, you know. Uh, 2.1 S-laps. We'll be fine.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
It's the exact amount of fuel I need to do this. The NASCAR race, it's restarting. I won't be able to win a set, no. Sure, the final laps are worth watching. Just catch the highlights of them. Gotta know exactly when to pin it in the carousel to get as much speed as possible. That's where the wind actually helps. That westerly wind pushes you down on the center part of the corner. You can really attack it. that's where the wind's really gonna suck. Such a precarious part of the track that's not helped by the wind direction. That corner too, that last corner. You don't want to mess that up at all. I'm gonna have
You've got the fastest lap.
no fuel at the end of this.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
You know what I'm doing right now? I'm gonna have to do it again in a couple minutes. This very fast qualifying effort. Fastest car in the session, but these people might have never done their quali practice yet. Something that's always nice to have, you know. So you're not going to be on low fuel, high tires at any point during the race. Or taking these kinds of risks. Sometimes I drive that like an oval. Might not be the right thing to do, but I do it anyway. Ugh. To Jason Green too.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
That's who I'm fighting in my category. Can't afford to drive like this during the race. Alright. Excuse my sniffles. They will continue throughout the day. Check something real quick. Yeah, I don't think 5.3 or 4.3 is enough. .5 is actually the target I wanted to be at. Pause this. We are about to move over to the race session. There's a lot of entrants. One thing is, this is a popular track, and two, this is a week 13 race, so there's a lot of people that have nothing else to do that are just hopping into this for fun. Would you look at that? Shane Van Gisbergen is chasing the leader. And this is the point where I will no longer have my chat open. Alright, who, what, when, where, why? I am car number 28 in a field of the goats. Think that's a joke? This guy qualified for the broadcast Indy 500. This guy's just good. This guy's good. All these guys are very good. And this is, herein lies the issue with doing what I'm doing, which is having lunch at Saturday afternoon. It's not looking too good. 28, car number 28, for those who don't know what that means, is I'm at the bottom of the field. This game has a matchmaking system. that places you into sessions based on a number called iRating. And the car number you're assigned during a race is your iRating compared to the other cars. So I am the 28th highest iRating car, which is like one of the lowest. I'm in here with the best of the best, like people that extend to esports level alien guys. But I'm okay with that, you know. That means the pressure to win is off. There's no pressure to win, there's only pressure to do well. It's an uphill battle. And it's probably gonna suck. Ultimately, it's gonna be very hard to keep a hold on things. All I want to do is finish on the lead lap. Easier said than done. I've never been in a top split for these races. Time to qualify. Where are we landing, boys? That's a rhetorical question because I don't have my, I'm literally the lowest iRating car here. Yeah, where are we going, boys? 28th, we're gonna qualify P28 at Road America. I think 21st or higher. Top 75. Which is not, like, nobody's really happy for a top 75 finish, but I'll take it. You'll gain positions. It's Road America. People like to lock up, go off, you know. Southwesterly wins, so that means they're coming from the direction of my left, not my left, my rear left wheel. A big arrow that's pointing to the left of that Corvette sign. Straights on this track are aligned on an axis, or compass rose. So front stretch is going south. Gonna have a headwind in a turn one, which helps with braking. Slight headwind here. Makes the carousel a lot easier. It's pretty much been pushed into the ground until you hit this point right here. Through the kink is flat, but you need to make sure you don't hit the curb on the right. I'll slow you down. You're not gonna hit that little bump camber on the inside. Hard braking for Canada corner. Need to make sure you don't run wide. Get the most grip. Push through here. Keep it inside the lines. Don't spin or hit any bumps. Don't lock up here and get a good exit for the main stretch. I'm gonna shut up now and qualify.
Green flag, green flag. Okay, here comes your first time lap.
could not improve. That is a shame. 23 of the 28 cars have qualified. Who's on pole here? Alexander Russell. Tries the heavyweight Akabuis is the strongest driver here by a significant margin. Instead of doing that, I'm just going to pick the Road America setup again. Where is it? There it is. I'm going to start on alternates. Be right back for one last time. I guess get some chill, get some walk. Not get some walk. What's wrong with me? Walk around. You all know what I'm doing this break for. Be perfectly honest. Be right back. Alright, my ceiling fan's even higher. I hope that there's at no point any complete silence on my mic in between the abhorrent humming of my computer and the sound of the ceiling fan on maximum attack. Just remember, if the audio's not good, you had your chance to complain earlier. Alright.
We need to change to a new tyre
To
compound
commander in the
to
race, or else I'll be disqualified.
1 lap to green.
Just
Line up
remember,
on the
guys,
right side. Pit road is closed
I
right
want
now.
to be out these tires as soon as possible, and I'm
The
on
estimated
0.2
SOF is
wing.
3,817.
Okay, that's like the average of this field. And for reference, I'm at 2999. Well, Nathan, here's some advice. Tell your friend to practice more. All these people on alternates, I'm scared. All these people on alternate tires right now are fast. Because they have to qualify on the tire they start on. Or the primaries. Primaries are black, the alternates are red. The red tires don't last as long as the primaries do. That's all you need to know. Thanks for tuning in. And here concludes our... That concludes our cut. Alright. Man, this NASCAR race has lasted so long, we're back at Atlanta. I should probably turn my TV off, because it would be incredibly distracting to watch a race and race at the same time. Full pace car lap. This is what I'm concerned about. This lap right here. None of these 55 laps matter.
Catch up, 25 car.
And I'm gonna tell you why. This car,
Two car.
well, these races are all about fuel saving. NASCAR, you run full tilt. Formula 1, you run full tilt. And the IR-18, if your engine mode is set to something fast like a 1, and you're just pushing all the way, you're gonna have a suboptimal race. Because if I run full tilt all the way through this race, I'm not gonna make 4 stints or 3 stops. So what I'm doing is trying to just take it as easy as possible around the track right now, so that this lap counts for as little as possible. Because I did some simulations earlier, or yesterday morning, evening, afternoon, whenever I did them. I actually did them around this time. Did a simulation. Everything was very good. I made it on fuel, but I did not do this. Every 0.1 gallon of fuel is a treacherous experience. Something that I must take care of. Speaking of take care of, these tires ain't long for this world. I'm just gonna say it right now. The way that I plan to manage this stint is stop it as soon as possible. I don't like these tires. They're fast, but that doesn't mean they're good. They're gonna fall off super quick. Because this is the most dirty air. Bunch of cars everywhere. Get a bunch of heat into my tires just trying to keep up with everybody. Speaking of everybody, that guy in the 7 car, if I beat him on track today, I will still be leading in Club Texas. Jason Green 2. If there's anybody I want to beat, it's him. He's also starting on alternates. He's in a green car. I've raced him before in the Super Formula here. He beat me because I went wide in turn 17, 14. Had to look at my map because I forgot how many turns this track had. It's actually got a lot less than that. It's just if you look at a map of Road America, you'll see what I'm talking about. There's corners where there's no turning to be done. It's a fun fact, all these corners are numbered after Marshall's posts that used to be on this track before it was re-kitted for modern racing. It's go time. Time to sniff loudly. Sniff warning. Hope you're wearing headphones and that just peeked them out and made you revolt. 'Cause I ain't here to make friends.
About to go green. Stay focused.
Time to blink a lot. That's what I always do before restarts. 'Cause I'm finna be staring at this screen for a long time. Can we go? My draw distance isn't long enough to show the leader.
Green, green, green.
Now we're going. Get ready for the long haul here.
Left side. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
People like this guy are gonna be saving a lot of fuel. Need to get past him.
Car on your left.
On the fresher tires.
Stay
Do
on
it
the right.
quick.
Stay on the right. Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Try that another time. I'm not gonna waste a bunch of time behind this guy. Do it where I know I can get him and get beat done. We're all trying to make it right now. We're not really trying to Checkered flag isn't just around the corner.
Left side. Stay on the right. Clear. Car on your left. Still there, hold your line. Clear.
That was a waste of push to pass, by the way. I only get 10 of those every race. In real life, you wouldn't be able to use it right there. I'm actually just role-playing as Joseph Newgarden and cheating. Jason Green. This is the guy I'm racing. This is the guy I want to beat right here. Try and say push the pass. Guy broke super early. I don't know what that was about. I was trying to overcut him. Or like switcheroo him. My direction is southwest. South, okay. South, and it's probably as slow as it's been all week. I think the lowest I've seen up until this point is 16 miles per hour. 13 right now. It's also important to know that I do not have a setup. These people may have setup cars that are better than mine. Feeling that push. Let's go. Now it's time to push. Push while I'm awake. What do you want from me? Want to be a little quiet? That's why I said that. It's because if you want me to give expert commentary while driving this car, then too bad. I'm focused. As soon as I start talking, that's when I make dumb mistakes. Like braking in that kink right there. Well, right now I'm on the way up. I'm in 15th, 28 car field, as car number 28. This car really wants to lose it under braking, I've noticed. Should have dived in there because I'm losing time now. seems to be losing control of the car all on his own.
Right side. Stay on the left. Got Demick on the right side. Clear.
Ouch. That's not good. Okay, now I've got damage. Means I'm gonna lose speed on the straights. Also not good. See, here's what that guy did. That guy, I think he was just trying to get a good exit on me. Trying to capitalize the inside of the carousel, and what he did was spun his wheels and ended up losing out because of it. See, this guy behind me is gonna get me now. Saying a track to have damage because you have extra drag on the car. Guy behind me is on primaries. He's probably doing that save. Make some little adjustments. I can't depend on my aero platform as much anymore. So look at this.
Car right.
Getting steamrolled.
Keep to the left. Clear on the right. Left side. Clear.
I like this clean air. I also like that move that I pulled.
Right side.
I'm on the ego button.
Stay on the left. Clear.
It's in a Christmas sweater car.
Right
My
side.
F3 car has a Christmas sweater
Still there. Clear on
livery
the right.
on it.
Right
Thought
side.
that guy was in a Humco's Hollinger.
Still
Thanks,
there.
dude.
Got Demick on the right side.
Really hope this is a small repair in the pits because it didn't feel like a heavy hit. Or it didn't feel like a light hit. It didn't feel like a heavy one, but it didn't feel like a light one. And usually the side pod damage is a lot harder to fix than other damage. See, now I'm in that bad air. Hope I don't like shove Matt Shimko off the track. Oh, it sucks to be in an accident like that at like the very beginning of the race. Especially if you don't know if you caused it or not. I was gonna say something. I'm not gonna say it now. If there are any girls watching, I don't have power steering right now. Just think about how huge my arms are. Ouch. I'm just struggling right now. Gonna take a rear wing off in the pit stop. I'm already adding more wing. I think Shimko doesn't have any wing left. Took an end plate off of his car. Just want to get in these guys' draft, really. Stop relying so much on my pace alone. Use them to help me. Of course, the carousel isn't the best corner whenever you're down on downforce. I'm already starting to feel a lot of tire fall off too. This guy's gonna go inside.
Car right.
Yep.
Stay on the left. Clear on the right.
We're gonna burn them tires up. I broke again. Don't break. Yeah, I'm gonna stop early. I'm just dropping like a stone here, but I'm not within the pit window. Six laps of 14 is whenever scheduled to stop. Oh, I got a 4X from that. What did I change? Brake bias, roll bars. I'm gonna rear ARB right now. A little bit more rotation. A little bit more front too. Just undo everything I just did. Oh yes, please fight. Preferably also damage each other.
Go right.
Yikes. I picked the right direction there. This guy's also got front wing damage, you can tell because he's
Left side. Stay on the right. Your front wing is damaged. Clear on the left. You've got damage on the left side. You've got damage on the right side.
just so broken right now.
Still there. Hold your line. Clear.
Thought that guy would
Right side. Stay on the left. Still there.
and I'm trapped in.
Still there.
Was gone from bad to worse.
Keep to the left. Clear. Right side. Stay on the left. Clear. Left side. Clear. You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
Once I get repairs to my wing, everything will be good. Yeah, this gotta get by me.
Left side. Clear on the left. Car right. Clear on the right. Right side. Clear. Car
Oh,
right.
this guy.
Keep to the left. Clear. Right side. Clear.
Oh, this guy. Okay. I'm now last. I wouldn't be last if I could have stopped. Instead of watching a climb up, you're going to watch a climb to recover. This is the miserable experience.
Pitbox in 10,
Can't be worse than last time.
3, 2, 1. Right here. We can repair most of the damage.
I'm going to take full repairs here. Thank you for fixing the wing. Thank you for fixing the side pods.
Okay, punch it. You've got damage
Damage
on
on the right side. They fixed the damage on the left. I don't know what the damage on the left was, but they fixed it. Dude, this guy I'm coming out of the pits with also must have had to make a stop. Thankfully, we're still on strategy. Unfortunately, we're not supposed to be. That's an early window right there. I need to get my tires up to temp. I need to catch this guy, get past him. I definitely ran into the back of that guy. He's playing a dangerous game. Probably damaged his diffuser. People usually aren't too happy about diffuser damage, but the racing incident. Just me being overeager. This whole triple header sucks. That's why I'm looking forward to Laguna. No more mistakes. We can only make 7 more mistakes.
We're all set.
I know what's missing. That's missing. Also, no more 1.475s. If I see another 47-second lap, I'm gonna be upset. 147. I'm not that quick. It's another thing the simulations didn't prepare me for. You might also say, you're on a Logitech G29-3. It's got a little dial on it. Why don't you just use that for your brake bias? And that's because the dial only works like a third of the time. Also, I definitely forgot to make my steering wheel move. So you're gonna have the static steering wheel experience. Hopefully you still have eyes that can see things. Because those eyes would help you see that my steering wheel is conveniently displayed in the box to the left of the halo, where my pedals are. Where did all this time go? Surely the wind's not that bad. And now my number one competitor on track is that little bar at the top of the screen. I'm gonna start seeing people stop now. I hearing? Very loud vibrations. I got car starting. Yeah, you know, I said I don't want to see any more 47s, so that ain't happening. I'm about to see a lot more 47s. I mean, during this stint, yeah, but... Did I stop? Oh, okay. Just looking at just doing the math right now. See where a stop would put me. And if I get 17 incident points, I have to do a drive-through. I think it's a drive-through. Probably a drive-through.
P1, just set the fastest lap. 44.666.
I can't believe
Got
I'm
damage
last.
on the right side.
Last with damage. Look at that, I can't even turn. Might take more wing on the stop, actually. Start lifting a bit, get an extra lap. Run map 5.
The lead is fitting now.
I think the lead lap finish is still on. Barely, but still on.
The lead is fitting now. You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds.
Should have started lifting and coasting sooner. Add more wing. This was a possibility. And I understood that. So I'm still being out dragged right now.
Car right. Keep to the left. Clear on the right.
What's up with that guy?
You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 2.4 seconds.
40 to go on my recovery drive. Alright, let's compare straight line speed to the guy ahead of me. About lost 0.2 there. Man, I really wish I hadn't had that crash. That crash is what lost me the time. Actually, not even the crash, but the guy on the carousel coming out. Coming out of the carousel. That's not what got me. What got me was not being able to pit immediately afterwards. I had to do another lap of the track because I was boxed in. Oh, we've had a driver leave, and as I say that, I get another incident point. Where's our guy? 12th. That's a higher position than I am in. This group of races right here has not been good for me. At least this track doesn't have walls, or else I might have quit. But I'm not a quitter, okay? Anybody I've ever fallen in love with will attest to that. Much to their dismay. Man, it's really gonna delete my... It's really not gonna save my lap time because I went off the track. Come on, bro. Bro! Bro, come on, bro. 7.1, that's meaningless to me. What is this amateur radio? Tune in to 7.1. It's Cameron Wilson, guys, quick. I recognize him. I've actually wrecked him before, I just remembered. It was completely on purpose, but I definitely had a horrible accident with him at Barcelona once, in the Super Formula Lights car. Duh. This ain't looking too good, guys. As in, it's so over. Right now.
The car in front, gone off. Car stop on the left. You got a slow car on the right.
What's that dude on the button? Like, I know I don't have damage. That guy's on the button. Okay, there's no way. Dude's pushing the button. Here's what I can do to make my life easy. Is let the leader lap me and then I'll get fuel save. This is a disaster. Man, thanks to everybody for tuning in. You can be part of my disaster with me. Just remember that statistically I am one of the strongest cars on the field. So statistically I'm doing a lot better than my car number.
You're gaining on the car in front. The gap is 1 second.
I think I hear really loud rock music. Like really loud rock music. Or maybe my fan's about to come off of its hinges. Turn my headphones off. BRB, kind of. The answer is yes. That is what I'm hearing. The audacity. I wouldn't get up and yell at whoever's playing that music, but I am bound to my chair. Oh, come back.
Go left.
That works too. Dude couldn't handle it, you know. Dude also sent like a massive gust of like turbulent air at me while he did that. It's my map 5. Probably why that guy's out dragging me is because I'm on map 5. I'm in the poor map. The fuel save mode.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
5 laps fuel? Yeah, that ain't good. I've just blown this wide open, haven't I? What if I lift more? What if I just save fuel for the other laps as well? If the math is right, the math is pretty wrong. But hypothetically, if the math was right, I'll be able to do 15 and then 15 on primaries after this. That's a big ask. It shouldn't be this way, but it is. Feel bad for the guy that I ran into though. Cause I can replace my front wing, right? That guy can't replace his diffuser. He's stuck with the one he's got. I'd imagine it's pretty broken right now. I'm waiting for the ovals. I like the ovals. Everybody should like oval racing. Oval racing is just that good. Lift, downshift, downshift. Yeah, oh man, I can't see it from this angle. Sometimes you can see side pod damage in these cameras. And see exactly what's wrong with them. My side pod damage is adding drag to the car. Drag that's not really pushing me into the ground. Just kind of there. Like a brick wall or a modern BMW. Sitting there not doing anything. Apart from looking hideous. This thing. I might not be on my fuel target, and this might be an uphill battle, but gotta remember, it's not that much better for anybody up front that's pushing real hard. Because if anybody's new to this, they're gonna think that it's real easy, and it ain't. This car's not a gimme. I knew that coming in here. I fight tooth and nail with everything I've got. I can't believe I ran around the back of that guy. That's embarrassing. But I mean, that guy also went too wide through that little kink, so that's flat. If you're going side by side through part of the track that's flat when you're alone, but not flat when you're 2x2 or too wide, you're gonna lose so much time. There's no point in doing what he did. Doesn't matter what part, doesn't matter what side he's on. Somebody should have backed out of that. It's gonna end in tears. Because nobody practices lifting through there. Barely lift through there at all.
2 laps of fuel left.
In any category, any type of vehicle. I'm gonna get lapped. That really sucks. Just no insult. I really want to run as long as possible. I've got 2 laps left on the fuel. I'm not getting another one at this point. I'm also going to be stopping before all these guys again. I've got a hard save. They've got an easy save because they stopped later. I've got a hard save. Hope everybody's enjoying my hot lapping of Road America with a broken car and old tires. A recap for those who missed it, we were in an accident at the kind of like the very beginning of the race. On the corner before the carousel, the corner I'm in right now, basically the one before that. I was trying to pass someone, and I think they were trying to get a good exit out of the turn. Because they were on the outside. I think they might have spun their wheels, jerked hard into the side of me. I took right side pod damage and they broke their front wing. And then later on, two people were going side by side through a turn they're not really supposed to go side by side through.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
Oh, that's not good. One of them spun and one of them took damage. I passed the guy who spun and the guy who took damage is still in front of me. To the carousel, I thought that a gap would open before it actually did open. And I ran into the back of them, took major front wing damage. And then I couldn't stop because I was boxed in. So I had to do a whole lap and a half with a broken car, which significantly hurt me. But we're gonna keep going. We're in 21st right now. That's not a bad place to be, 21st. It's still the top 75% of the field, and considering my car number compared to everyone else's, it's a good performance relative. Probably gonna finish a lap down. I am gonna finish a lap down. Also, I'm probably gonna run out of fuel before I make it to my pit box. Thankfully, my pit box is earlier down pit road than if I was in like first or something. I look on the bright side. I always look on the bright side, guys. I used to not do that when it was bad for my mental health.
Don't forget to pit this lap for more fuel.
I'll get plenty of opportunities. I've had a great season up until this triple header. Alright, up to 6th gear immediately. Coughing. Coughing, 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 coughing.
Pit boxing. 10.
Coughing, coughing, coughing,
That's
coughing.
it. We're out of fuel. 5.
Come on,
3,
stop coughing, just
2,
go.
1. Right here. We can't fix the damage.
I know, that's not important. It doesn't matter that we cannot fix this damage.
Okay, go.
I'm gonna be with the leaders now. 12 seconds till Will Weiser. Clutch kick. Tire check. They're bad. They're also cold right now. That's another incident point. I've got a little bit more front wing right now. Basically, just trying to get this car to turn, you know. Well, I'm muscling through this. I'm sure Will Weiser's not gonna be a slow guy. Unless he's on like primaries right now that are old. Or old alternates. If he's on old alternates, I might outpace him. I've outpaced him before in a practice session at Mount Panorama, but that was like 3 seasons ago. That's certainly not the first time I've raced him. Next weekend, I'm not going to be racing alone. I'll be driving in the Watkins Glen 6 hour with some teammates in the GT3 class. Hopefully I can turn my bad luck around with a car reset. Lift, downshift, brake. Turn, accelerate, upshift. This is Road America, in case you're not familiar with it. There are long straights and a lot of grass. Definitely one of the greatest tracks in the world. It's up there with your Spas and your Monzas and your Nürburgrings. Truly a one-of-a-kind track. Very, both a driver's track and a racer's track. I use those terms. They don't have much meaning, but I'll provide an example for you. Mount Panorama, that's a driver's track. You're not going to be doing much passing there, but you're going to have a lot of fun. It's that and Sonoma. Sonoma's a better example. Sonoma's a driver's track. Monza is a racer's track. Unless there's somebody out there that really likes chicanes, I don't think many people are looking forward to like hot lapping or anything at Road America. Not Road America. I'm sure many people aren't looking forward to hot lapping at Monza. Hey man, if you get side by side with me, I'll let you through. There's your if right there. If you get side by side. Almost threw him off. Well, you shouldn't.
Car on your left, stay on the right. Clear on the left.
I did that and immediately just started pushing through the carousel. Nice. Don't let people by, I guess. That's the moral of the story. Probably put my wing back on 3. Now that my tires are up to temp. See, it's a great time. You know, I could probably turn my chat room on. Unfortunately, since I have one monitor, my chat is on my phone, which is almost dead. Been on my phone a lot recently. Usually looking at... I'm not gonna finish that, that's embarrassing.
We're halfway in the race.
Actually, me saying that's embarrassing is more embarrassing.
The leader's pitting now.
It's cringy. It's not embarrassing, it's just cringy.
The leader's pitting now.
So that's TMI right there. Y'all just got revealed a grand secret. Speaking of secrets, what's a guy gotta do to gain positions at Road America? Make hurry downs, first of all. That'd be a good idea. Try to not do 49-second laps. Or 1.49. If I was doing a 49-second lap, I'd be in great shape. Wait a minute. Anybody watch F1 qualifying? That was good. Thoroughly enjoyed F1 qualifying. Feel like the sport's finally getting good again, you know. We have our rough times, we have our complaining and crying. But it's a global stage of racing, you know. And whenever the biggest racing series on Earth has a proper session like that, real competition, competition and real emotion. That's good for all of us. Just very rarely that happens. People always want smaller margins, smaller margins, smaller margins. And in F1, smaller margins don't really happen that much. You've got finishes with a gap of over 10 seconds. And qualifying with a guy in first is like 3/10 clear. And series like NASCAR recently. NASCAR finishes have been crazy recently. It's ironic that I say that before Sonoma, but that's true. NASCAR has just had great publicity from the level of competition. And Indycar qualifying margins are just crazy close. The racing's always close. And I think I should be able to look at Formula One and say that it has a better product than everything, but I can't. And I hope that changes. Because I was around for the 2021 season. That's when I first started watching. That's what brings people into racing. Not just F1, but racing. It's that drums up interest because it's on the biggest stage.
The car in C1 just set the fastest lap, 44.555.
Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. And free. Thought this race would be a lot less lonely. But I live my life. I like my Road America like I like my life. Actually, I don't like either of these things. I don't like Road America like I don't like my life. Lonely. Ha. That's good. I entered a trauma dump. I'm here to drive. I'm not doing a very good job of either of those things right now, but trying my hardest. We're gonna come back stronger at Laguna Seca. I smell something burning. Yo, dude, I smell this. I hear this. Why don't you go smell some girls, bro? Why don't you smell some grass, bro? Dude, how am I supposed to work on my laptop? How am I supposed to be working on my lap times if I'm outside frolicking? Exactly. Stop frolicking and start pushing to the max, you know. Like, I ain't frolicking right now, bro. I ain't enjoying nature. I'm reminding nature who's boss. It's my big, powerful engine. My 750 brake horsepower at Road America. My sugarcane based renewable shell fuel. You should have a Coca-Cola livery on. I would try to drop as many sponsors in one sentence as possible. Ouch, that was a bad corner. getting better at this commentary thing. I'm talking and talking and talking. That's kind of my job. Don't have a face cam. Just face cams are for people who are streamers. I'm just 3 raccoons in a suit. I'm not a streamer. I'm pretending to be a streamer. The leaders are about to get me. A little concerning. But these 2 leaders catch me, and the next guy is the guy in 3rd, and he won't get me. Hopefully. And I'll have a little bit of a draft and dirty air in all the corners. Ah. Turn, turn. Turn in, turn out. Turn down for what? Turn America. You know what? I'm glad I said this was a both track. Because this is a fun track to drive. I did NIS at Sonoma earlier this week and it was a blast. Obviously NASCAR and road courses, a lot of people get spread out. Partly because the car sucks and partly because people suck. And also partly because the track sucks. A lot of just people spread out, you know. All the fast guys are going to end up ahead of you. All the slow guys end up behind you. Nobody's really racing for position or getting good runs. That was fun. I enjoyed all 55 laps of Sonoma. I'm not enjoying all 55 laps of Road America. I'm actually loathing my 55 laps at Road America. I just got the Xfinity Series winner spoiled, by the way. Good for him, you know. Good for that guy that won the race. He did such a good job with whatever he did. I'm glad it wasn't other guy. I hate other guy. Because he's a fat, whiny 30-year-old who's languishing in the Xfinity Series. There, I said it. As opposed to my tall, lanky 30-year-old who's succeeding in the Xfinity Series. Here, there's Hamilton, Akabuis. Guy's pretty fast. Give him that. He's probably so quick he'll run me out of this corner. Or he'll try to dive bomb me. Look at Barney with the white flag. He's gonna get me right here, isn't he? Coming out of here. He's actually losing ground. Actually just faster than him. And if you can't get alongside, man. Obligation to move. Dude's got like 9,000 I rating and can't pass a car that's lifting into every corner. Dude ain't even in the race anymore.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
There's that big booming vibration again. Shaking my head. Hopefully the low frequency sounds aren't picked up by my mic. It's just what they are, low frequency. I have this Joseph Burton Harrison. Thinks he's real funny, doesn't he? Dude's telling me to move. It's like, yeah, get out of the way of this dude. I'm doing like 500-meter lifts. I'll make it comfortably. Well, not comfortably, pretty uncomfortably. My next stop should be my last. Hopefully. Alright, in case you need a race report, here's a race report. We are a lap down and 21st. There's your race report. At the beginning of this race, I was passing somebody in the corner before the carousel. And they got loose on the exit, hit me in the side pod. I have permanent side pod damage right now. And then later on, somebody had an accident that damaged their front wing ahead of me. And they're slowing the carousel. I tried to go into a gap that was not there. And I ended up damaging them and damaging myself. Huge front wing damage, but it could have been fixed in the pits. But I ended up getting boxed in before on what would have been my end lap. So I had to do a full lap of the track with wing damage. That's how my day's going. Hope everyone else is having a lovely day. Night. It's night. Not day, it's night. I can start pushing hard. I've got fuel to spare. Where's Racing Green at? 12th. That's what I gotta say to that is,
You got about 2 laps of fuel left.
the leaders are battling. Looks fun. Wish I could battle someone. I don't got no one to battle with. I've just got a whole lap to make up. That was my own lap.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
We're finally done with this. We're gonna change over. We're gonna do our last stint. This is Joey Hayes, guys. Quick. He has reeled me in completely. I wonder if I'll get iRating from this. Maybe. I might get iRating from this. It's up to fate. I've got to drive faster than this guy now.
Don't forget to pit for more fuel.
This is it. This is the last stop.
Car 9 is up the front.
Don't auto fuel, just add a full
Pit
fuel.
box in 10, 5,
Don't even know if I'll make it.
3, 2, 1. Right here. We can't fix the damage.
We can't fix the damage. Sure can. Let's bring a piece of tape.
We're done. Get going.
Okay, I'm battling this guy now. is it. Alright, I was catching this guy at the end of the last stint. Whatever fuel problems I have, this guy also has. So let's get him. This number that says add right here needs to be 0 gallons. Complete, total 0. Not 14 incident points. Careful with them incidents.
The lead is bidding now.
Yikes, that's some understeer right there. There's a lot of fuel saving to do. Laps remaining 13 to go 13. Maybe not as much as I thought. Because right now I'm a lap down. I'm not going to complete the same amount of laps as the leader is. I'm only going to do 54. Is this worth risking? No. Here's what we'll do, we'll keep it at 1 gallon. I'm ready to go to live in a second, man. Apologies for being too quiet, I'm focused on that track. Here comes people to lap me. Edge of the track as well. And a line of cars all doing battle with each other.
Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear. Left side. Clear on the left.
Dude, it's just... it's pushing hard. It's late. Alright. It's been mentally draining, you know, just being at the back like this. Have a lot of time to think. What we're gonna do is we're gonna run to the end. We're gonna try and not run out of fuel. I'm way behind the dude that was in 20th.
The car in front is pitting.
Actually, he's pitting. That's gonna change everything, isn't it?
10 to go, this time by.
P20. Good. Where did I start? Like 18th, something like that. Probably someone who's gonna need an extra stop. I don't know who, but maybe someone. Slant through all these corners. That's on a good note. Our attendants are gonna be clean. We're gonna be precise. Be quick, and we're gonna save a lot. Wonder how much time I really lost. I probably lost so much time from just having damage. Like, it's gotta be at least, like, genuinely, at least 5/10 a lap. Over the course of the whole race, that's like 20 seconds. How much time I've lost being off strat, how much time I've lost from doing that lap of the broken wing.
The car in P23 just set the fastest lap. 44.462.
Dude, P23's got hands. Alright. Then P23 is throwing it down for us all to see. That's wrong. I don't know what's telling me that. Surely iRacing knows that I'm a lap down. Maybe. Might not. Also lap them on, I know how many laps there are to go, but I don't know if it knows on track position. Type P20. Everything goes normally to the end, that's gonna be a P20 finish. Now I do wonder who's leading this race. east. Good. I love this pop whenever you upshift, man. It's like, pow, pow. Hold up. I'm gonna go map 4.
You got about 5 laps of fuel left.
This car doesn't want to turn right, or I mean left. Doesn't want to turn right or left, actually. Just wanted to do that. The thrill, you know. Well, coming to the end of this race.
5 to go. Things are looking good.
Keep an eye on the leader. Well, my spotter seems to think things are good.
You've got damage on the right side.
Don't know what my spotter's living in, but it's very optimistic. I can commend that. Are those two? 45 seconds ahead. Somebody's pitting. I know that's a very weird thing to say all of a sudden, but somebody is pitting. I heard the beeper go off in the pit lane. And Hayato Matsuda's just very fast. Car number 9, keeping up that hard. But I think caboose is gonna get past and he's gonna drive off. I'm gonna give a live commentary or color commentary of this race. Very slow play-by-play. So basically Fox, not NASCAR on Fox, where you don't know what's going on most of the time. Oh, there's a huge wreck. They won't show it on the cameras. We're never gonna get a replay of it either. There's the blimp. I remember the first time I saw the blimp in a race. It was at Sebring at night during a 1 hour race. I thought it was a UFO. I'm like, bro, what is that? It's got lights on it, you know. What? Where's this guy come from? Max Galore. Not gonna stop. Late into the game. There's a race on our hands, fellas. Thanks for waiting.
You've got 2 laps to go.
2 laps to go? Bet. Throw that thing in overdrive.
Car 1 is
Oh,
up
the car runs to the front. Good. See, this guy's probably on fresh tires too. As soon as he gets fired up and he gets that Pedro guy past him, he's going to be hard to beat.
You have about 2 laps of fuel left.
That's not good. Keep it within the lines, or else I'm gonna get a drive-through and all this is gonna get undone. Please, please, please be the last lap.
You just got the white flag.
Thank
That
you,
means
thank you,
one
thank
more
you,
lap to
thank you,
go.
thank you.
You have about 1 lap of fuel left.
I do want to make it, you know. Keep it on the track. As I come out of the last turn, I just want to say thanks for tuning in.
All right, there's the checkered flag.
It's nice to do this. They finished 17th, which is
we'll get 'em next time.
pretty good. That's about where I started, 17th, isn't it? I need to check. Could have been a lot better. Feel pretty bad for some of the things that happened during that. Now we're gonna do this way. Otherwise I'm gonna unpin this message and remove it. Everybody, if they want to say something, you can say it now. Oh, it's dead. Yep. Oh, made it to hurry downs, I think. That's what that's called. Well, I'm on TV1. Oh, I was about to say, where is this camera? It's right there. Alright, I'm gonna go look at this incident that happened. Lap 9. Oh, that was just a bad place to do that. Finish where I started. I don't think he took any damage. But I want to see what put this guy here anyway. This dude's already missing wing. He did this right here. Oh, he just didn't give a room to this dude. He net coded him. If he didn't do that, he wouldn't have been in that position to begin with. I'm not saving this. I have got this recording. I looked at everything I wanted to look at. And with that, I say thank you for turning in. I got 6 iRating, if anybody's wondering. Which is just incredible. I'm going to look at myself on this lap chart. Finish where I started. Could have been a lot worse. Could have been a lot better. Just disappointed with myself for making a pretty ridiculous mistake, to be honest. All I gotta say is thanks for sticking with us. I don't know if anybody's even here or if it's all been just a waste of time. My phone's dead and I got the Xfinity Series race spoiled. But thanks for participating. And I will be back on at next weekend for the Watkins Glen 6 hour in the GT3 Mustang. Peace out.